Hello, good to see you. I'm back with another tactic test called PEPSTAR. This was sent to me on my website. If you want to download it and try it out for yourself, then link for it will be in the description below. If you can't download it for any reason, I will run over the tactic near the end of the video. So it's a 4-2-3-1. We test it with three teams: Man City, Brighton and Luton. On your screen now is Man City's best 11 without restrictions. So let's start there and check out their results. Starting with the Carabao Cup and the Community Shield. Well, it's a good win in the Community Shield against Arsenal 2-0. We also beat Tottenham in the Carabao Cup in the third round. We got to the quarter final of the Carabao Cup where we lost though against Newcastle away from home 2-1. And in the FA Cup, it's only a derby. We lost in the fourth round against Man United at Old Trafford. We lost 1-0. But we did pick up the Super Cup with a nice comfortable win against Sevilla, beating them 5-1. And in our Champions League group that had Real Madrid in it, we topped it. We won 4, drew 2. We didn't lose a single group stage game. We finished on 14 points. In the knockout rounds, well, we beat RB Leipzig. We beat AC Milan. We beat Atletico Madrid in the semi-final. It's none other than Real Madrid in the final, where we beat them 2-1. But not just that, we also won the Premier League. We won 30, we drew 4, we lost 4, we scored 113 goals, only conceding 25 and a goal difference of 88 and a points tally of 94. On to some player stats now, and their top goal scorer is Haaland with 55 goals, Kevin De Bruyne with 20, Phil Foden with 19 goals. Assist-wise are coming from Foden with 18. He's had a great season with a 7.19 average, but the best performer for us is Haaland with a 7.67. We know it only conceded 25 for the season, and clean sheets, we've got 27. Team stats now, most points a game are 2.47, most goals 113, most shots for were top of 777, fewer shots against, this is very good, only 200, most dribbles made, 5th place here, 628. Most clean sheets, we've got 20 clean sheets in the league. This is amazing. Fewest conceded, only conceded 25 in the league, which is fantastic. Not FA Cup, Carabao Cup. That's disappointing. That is disappointing. But at least we're winning the Champions League and the Premier League. Those are the main things, especially if you're a Man City supporter. Right, that's it with Man City. Now let's test it with Brighton. Well, in their Carabao Cup journey, they only got to the final. They done really well. They knocked out Man United along the way. Did they have an easy run in? Burnley, Leicester and Sunderland in the semi-final? Maybe they did. But then they come across Man City in the final where they lost 4-0. On to the FA Cup where we got knocked out in the fourth round against Chelsea, losing 3-1. In Europa League, we finished second in our group behind Sporting. We won 2, drew 3. Lost 1, we finished on 9 points. Then in the knockout rounds, we lost against Copenhagen. We beat them at home 2-1, but we lost away from home 3-1. On to the Premier League, where Brighton have finished 5th in the league. Thank you, Brighton. They won 21, drew 8, lost 9, scored 79 goals, conceded only 43. So defensively, it's good with Brighton for a change. A goal difference of 36, and we've got a good points tally of 71. On to some player stats now, and most goals from Ferguson with 18, Pedro with 14, Lallana with 14, Fati with 13, Matoma, March with 10 apiece. So a lot of players in double digits. Assist-wise, where they come from, it's the left back with 14. The best performer in the league, we're going to give it to Lamptey with a 7.20, a very good season. And clean sheets, we've got 12. On to team stats now. Most points a game, 5th place with Brighton, a 1.87. Most goals, 4th place here with 79. Most shots for, 2nd place here, 561. Fewer shots against, 7th place here, 382. Most clean sheets, 8th place here with 9. Fewest conceded, 4th place here, conceding 43 for the season. That is very good. Unlucky in the Carabao Cup. Like I said, it was a bit of an easy run. They had Man United, who they knocked out, and then they had Man City in the final, weren't really in the game. But we're going to call it a little bit disappointing, because at least they got to the final. 71 points with Brighton. Just let that sink in for a while. Because normally, they just do absolutely shocking. So I love it when we do better than what we're supposed to do. And 71 points is a very good target. Right, that's it with Brighton. Now let's test it with Luton. And their Carabao Cup journey, they got to the quarter-final and lost against Man United 3-2. And in the FA Cup, they had a good win against Spurs, beating them 5-2 away from home as well at the Tottenham Stadium. But then they lost against Blackburn in a replay 1-0. And in the Premier League, it's a good performance. Season preview, they finished 20th. We finished 8th. We won 16. We drew 10. We lost 12. We scored 67 goals, conceded 61, a goal difference of 6, and a points tally of 58. On to their player stats, and what do we have? Well, Adebayo's got 22 goals, which is fantastic. Ross Barkley was 16. Only played 29 times. We can see he's picked up an injury here, so I think he's missed a few games through injury, but they still done very well in the league. Ogbin with 13 goals. Assist-wise, Gabor with 15, which is the right back. Average rating-wise, who's the best performer is Ross Barkley with a 7.44. Great season. Clean sheets, 13 with Luton. I was about to say Man City. 13 with Luton is very good. Team stats now, most goals, joint 7th place with 67. Most shots for, 4th place here, 516. Fewer shots against, 6th place here, 373. Those are the only lists that were on, but that's very good. 8th place, 58 points, add on with Brighton and Man City. It's a very good tactic, and it's going to be up there. Right, now let me add up the points and put it in our little fun Tactics League table, which is on its way next. PEPSTAR comes in at the number 4 spot, and I forgot to say at the start of the video, when he posted it on my website, he did say it's heavily inspired by Box Levante X Pirate 2. So there's a lot of similarities, and I mean a lot. He's changed a couple of little things. Could have been called a tweak, but he's called it PEPSTAR. It won 67, drew 22, lost 25, scored 259 goals, conceded 129, which is very good. A goal difference of 130. It won 4 trophies and a really good points tally of 223. Thank you so much for watching. I do really appreciate it. If you need the instructions, carry on watching it because I'm about to run over it. So here we go. And as mentioned earlier, this is heavily inspired by Box Levante tactics. So there's a load of similarities. Like I say, he was very upfront though. He said it was inspired by it. He made a few little changes and it had some really good results. So what do we have? In goal, we've got a sweeper, keeper on defend. On the left-hand side, we've got a full-back attack. There is added on instructions, so pause it when need be. On the right-hand side, we've got a full-back on attack. We got a ball-playing defender on defend, alongside another ball-playing defender on defend. In front of them, we've got a defensive midfielder on support, alongside another defensive midfielder on support. On the left-hand side, we've got an inside forward attack. On the right-hand side, we've got an inside forward attack. In the middle, we've got attacker midfielder attack. Up front, we've got a complete forward support. Tactical style basically is a custom one, just copy everything here. Mentality positive. Attack and width fairly wide. Approach play, pass into space. Focus down the left, overlap on the left. Focus down the right, overlap on the right. Pass and directness shorter. Tempo higher. Time wasting never. Low crosses. Run at defence. In transition, what do we have? Counter press, counter, distribute quickly, roller out. Out of possession, what do we have? High press line of engagement, a much higher defensive line. Trick press much more often, prevent short goal kick distribution, get stuck in, step up more. Those are all the instructions you need to get this tactic. Thank you so much again. I do really appreciate it. And if you can do me a favour, leave a like and subscribe on this video. That would be amazing. And guys, thank you again, and I will see you in the next video. See you then.